Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sam Livecast. My name is Sam. It's Monday night. Is it Monday night?
It is.
It's Monday night. Why do you feel confused about that?
I don't know.
2 days away from Halloween. We're excited about that.
Yes.
If you follow my Facebook, you notice that I've been posting me as a different celebrities in my past few Halloween shows. I was Rachel Ray. First day I was Dr. Phil, and today I was Paula Dean.
Oh, man.
Good Lord. I am such
Lucky
an
us.
ugly woman. Seriously?
Lucky us.
If I decided I wanted to become a drag queen, the drag queens would get together and ask me not to be one of them.
Hey, and wasn't that...
Sam, you're a nice guy, but you're bringing the whole program down here. We don't want you walking around as one of us because you are so ugly as a woman.
Hey, if I'm not correct, was there not one Halloween costume that wasn't allowed to go on TV?
Yes.
Do we want to talk about that?
Yes, I was Oprah. And I guess a white Jewish guy from Canada can't play the blackface thing here in the United States.
I don't think white people anywhere can play the blackface thing anywhere.
It just doesn't fly anymore? Is that the problem?
It used to be, but not anymore.
And and the point that I like to make is that I was not obviously making fun of Oprah being black. I was making fun of Oprah's excess.
Mm-hmm.
It was it's the lost tape.
And I loved it. Maybe we can bust it out.
We shot what? They knew we were going to shoot it. We shot it. We edited the thing. And then somebody at the station went, no.
It sounds good on paper.
It sounds good on paper.
Right. And you know what? Nothing is ever really lost. And I know that thanks to Mr. Steve.
What does that mean?
Remember?
No. What does that mean?
Right.
Oh, Fiji. Yeah.
Nothing's ever lost.
Steve, when we were shooting in Fiji, Steve got this moment of just me and Kel.
Yeah.
Just on the beach.
Yeah, it was right before you guys were going to take the day off, I think. So we tried to make the most of it.
That's right. They took us to a secluded beach. You got a few beauty shots. And little did we know.
Yeah, a few beauty shots.
Just remember, Steve's not mic'd.
Oh, no, but he's using Marcela's mic here.
Is it
Not coming through?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
They
Now
just
we
got
hear
to
it,
turn
yep.
it up.
Booyah.
So the problem is, so it's not a problem. So, they take us to the secluded beach. We get to spend a few hours by ourselves, a picnic and the quietness and the whole beautiful of the moment. And Steve come, just get a few shots, the water swishing back and forth in the palm trees and us holding hands walking along. And it's all nice, right? And fine. Until 2 years later, Steve gets reached out to by some travel magazine TV program thing that wants some of the footage.
Oh, that's right.
And he hands it to him. Just here, take it. Take Kelly walking in a bikini on the beach, Steve.
It's out there.
That's what you did.
Yeah.
YouTube it.
Shut up.
You sold out my wife, man. Hope you made a lot of money for her because it's going to come back to bite you in
I
the
hope
ass.
you made a lot of money on this.
Oh.
See,
Oh,
that's me as Paula Dean. And the funny thing is, with me as Paula Dean or me as Dr. Phil, and I do those acts, hey, y'all, that kind of thing. By the end of the show, the accent is pretty much gone, and I sound like someone from another country.
Yep.
It just doesn't even fit anymore.
That often happens.
Yeah.
Hey, can I just remind everybody that they can go to facebook.com/SamTheCookingGuy and interact with all the awesome people here and all the awesome people who watch the show. So
Yep.
be sure to head there and join the fun.
Thank you for doing that.
No
We're going to
problem.
get to Marcela in a couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
She's sitting over there. I'm excited as hell to have her
Wait,
here.
Marcela who? Why don't you introduce her a
Because
little
I'm
bit
scared
more
to
than
say,
that?
I'll practice the last name in my head a few times, but apparently I've been saying it wrong. It is not, no, and I don't want anybody to correct me.
Oh, God.
It is not Valladolid.
It is not.
I believe it is Valladolid. Is that right? I got it. All right. Never mind. Who cares? Okay, so last year, look, we're the day before Halloween. Last year on Halloween, I had a brainstorm. I said, The little kids are going to be tired of getting the same damn candy. Those mini Snickers bars, the shitty popcorn teeth. What are those things called?
This is so
the corn,
embarrassing.
right?
Candy corn.
Candy
So
corn, right?
embarrassing.
So I came up with a brilliant idea. Slim Jims. I found mini packs of Slim Jims that I decided I was going to give out. And I told everybody, and I got complete crap for it. Everybody thought it was a ridiculous thing to give out.
I was really embarrassed actually for the 4 kids that came to the door. But that I made a fist with it and shoved it right in their bag so they didn't even know.
Just dump it in before anybody can see. Yeah.
So here's what I got. I got this the other day. I was at Restaurant Depot, and I saw these, and I went, it's perfect.
This is going to be good.
Oh,
This
God.
is right up, Steve. This is our
Oh,
alley.
there you go.
God.
Chips.
But how dumb is that? Wait,
But
and-
my nephew Mark says it's ridiculous to give this out. He goes, it's not lunchtime at school.
It is.
Don't give them something that they get every day.
This is your problem. There's nothing wrong with chips. Chips are awesome, but they don't fit for Halloween.
Right.
But that's why your house will be memorable. See, that's you
no,
gotta take
hot
that.
dogs.
So
would
you
be
think
memorable.
people will be?
Oh my
well,
God.
You think the little kids are going to come up?
Wait.
Right?
And say no, I don't want chips.
They're going to
Listen,
be bummed.
I know
out.
why we had no Halloween
No.
trick-or-treaters last year.
Because
Word spread about the Slim Jim.
no, that's not true. You think kids are going to come up trick or treat, and I go, here,
Yeah,
which
have
ones
some
do you
salt
want? And
chips.
they're going to go like this. Really, man?
No, they're gonna
You're
go.
giving us those little 1 ounce bags of chips,
no, they're gonna
dude?
go.
Have you
I
talked
had
to
that for
kids
my
lately?
lunch today.
So it's a bad idea. By the way, you notice how this one's open?
Oh, God.
Kelly.
Yeah, I
She's
wonder why.
like a rat.
Steve
like a
looked right
like a
at me.
rat in the garage. I go out there and the thing's ripped open and there's things. Here, let's see. Fausto, chips?
Te hablan que si quieres unas papitas.
Oh, he's just excited to see it.
Yes, you can have them all. Apparently, I'm not
Cuidado,
giving them out. Watch
cuidado.
the cords.
Please be
So
careful of the
cute.
cords.
Marcela's son. Fausto.
¿Cómo
Take the
se
whole
dice?
box. Take the whole box. Go over there. Give
He's
some
a
to
cute
Auntie
little
Kelly
boy.
because
Yeah,
she
bring
loves
him
playing
over.
chips.
No, I'll be chewing and get in trouble for the crunching.
It's ridiculous. I have some emails to read.
Oh man, good or bad?
I did Friday afternoon. I was at MCAS Miramar, Marine Corps Air Station Miramar, and I did a cooking demo and a book signing. And Anton Semmelroth writes, Sam, thanks for visiting Miramar this evening. To put it in context, I deploy next week, and being there made our pre-deployment bucket list. I look forward to cracking your book when I return. All the best. You can't read that. You can't read that somebody's about to deploy this week and not have it make an impact on you.
It's
It's what they do.
an honor.
Absolutely.
Think about it. These
they-
guys on their bucket list. I mean, realistically, every single one of them on their bucket list has things that they want to do before they die, because there's the possibility that they could leave and never return. And the fact that they're putting you on there, I mean, that makes me happy.
Well, one guy.
That
And you know
makes
what?
me
And
proud of
they're
you.
they are so, you go there, they're so nice and thankful. And the thanks never stop. And I just keep saying, you're thanking me? I'm just cooking. I'm making, mind you, they were pretty damn good. Grilled turkey and stuffing tacos.
Oh, man.
They were delicious. And those Chipotle baked beans, super good. But I'm just standing here cooking. You guys are going to God knows where and risking everything. I passed one of those VA buses today, and the slogan on the side says, all give some give all. That's heavy stuff, right?
Yeah.
The least I can do is go cook and hang out anyway. Thank you for saying that it was meaningful to you. I had a great time there. Nick Capper writes, wow, I tell you, lately this show has just been super content. We had the recent contest, then the great musical guest, now Chef Marcela. Gets better all the time, Sammy. You've really been delivering, buddy. And I thought that was Marcela's family that was writing that, but no, it's not. It's actually Nick Capper.
Sam, can you whisper the password to the house? Please. I can't
Tell
remember.
if somebody needs it, they can come back here and I'll give it to them.
Max will give it to him.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, wait, just to go back to the military thing really quickly.
yeah.
This flag right here was
Oh.
given to Sam the cooking guy by a soldier in Iraq. This flag flew over one of Saddam Hussein's palaces.
Yeah.
Camp Freedom or something.
Camp Freedom, they call it, yeah.
Yeah, and it came back
flew
from
that in
Iraq
my
and was
honor,
given
and then
into
he
your
wrapped it up.
hands. So cool. We've been saying it for a while, but we need to do something
Special.
to honor the military on this live cast. And we live in San Diego. I mean, you have a huge fan base among them.
Check this out. Now, I know I don't want to hear the comparisons to Tom Cruise because I'm going to look exactly like him, but I got my very own
that's cool.
That's flight
rad.
jacket. Look at it. Can you see right here, Steve?
Yeah.
Check that out.
Oh my God,
Usually,
that's so cool.
it's rank up top somewhere, so I just got my name and stuff. But then I've got this here, the patch from Miramar. I've got the American flag, and the colonel of the base gave me this. And I said, so I have a question. If I'm like wandering around at the store wearing this jacket, is somebody going to come up to me and say, you can't wear that jacket. You're not a Marine. And he goes, no, you're as American as the rest of us. I go, actually, I'm as Canadian as the rest of us. He goes, still, you can wear the jacket. I got the urge to call somebody Goose right now.
That's a pretty cool jacket, though. I could have used that for Halloween.
And who wrote this? Sharon writes, last one. Hi, Sam and gang. Want to let you know that I listened to your show on Stitcher on my way to and from work. I drive from Seattle over the Snoqualmie Pass to Roslyn, Washington, home of Northern Exposure. Who remembers that show?
Yeah.
It's a good show.
It's Canadian. No,
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be Alaska.
Alaska.
Right. And then the episode, and if the episode is extra great, which most of them are, I watch the show on my iPad when I want to relax and unwind on the weekends. Love the show and all your bantering back and forth. Snoqualmie bound. Snoqualmie is an area up there. I love those.
Hey,
I love
let's try
those
and find a
things.
picture of the Snoqualmie. Can you spell that?
Snoqualmie, yeah, I can spell it for you.
Snow.
SNOQUALMIE. Snoqualmie.
Okay.
I am boiling right now.
Well, maybe because you're wearing an Air Force jacket.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, sure.
You know, because it's been a while since I've been on the show.
Yeah.
But
Well, we got to welcome you back.
Yeah,
thanks. But I
We're only here for one night, though.
got
So
the.
not that big a welcome.
He's in, he's out.
I was just browsing the other day on the old iTV, the Apple TV.
Apple TV,
Apple
yeah.
TV. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is. And looking at podcasts and looking through them, and
Yeah.
still, I have to say, there's no one else doing
Live.
what you're doing here.
No. Yeah.
And
Thank
there's
you.
nothing out there at this quality level, and there's nothing out there.
That means a lot, man.
Yeah, no, it's really,
It really
really
does.
cool and refreshing to know that this is here, and I really think this is the future.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thank
that.
you, Steve.
And as do the 6 people watching out there.
Yes.
I'm only
Hi,
kidding.
everybody. One of them's my mom. Hi, Mom.
I got to take this off.
I'm burning up.
Oh, God, it's hot. Hey, we started a new contest. It's called Show Us Your Food. And here's the point. The point is, I know that people follow my recipes. I know that people go home and they make them. And I know that people will take great-looking food and just fling it on a plate. Or worse, they'll put it on a purple Barney plate. Or a plastic plate. I remember the day that I said to Kelly, I said this at the Marine Corps the other day. I remember the day I went to the cupboard and we had all these plastic plates, and I said, Kel, our kids are big now. We don't need these anymore. We can use real plates. And she actually went, no, I went, no. Here they go. Plates, garbage, drop. And they've never been back. You cross that threshold at some point where you don't have to have those kind of plates. We don't have to have those kind of plates anymore. All the plates are white because food looks good on white. There's not a coincidence that restaurants use white plates for that kind of stuff, right? So here's what we want. We want you to take pictures of your food and send them to us. You've got till November 15th. We'll put them all in brackets, and you'll go head-to-head, 1-1, bing, 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 just like, what's that basketball thing called?
March Madness.
Just like March Madness. And somebody will come out the winner, and they'll win something excellent. Perhaps a bottle of Marcela's tequila.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Get this.
And all you got to do is send us a picture kind of like this.
There you go.
We want you to put the logo in there as to confirm that it is a real picture of your own doing.
Somebody sent 4 pictures already.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
There was not one logo. He goes, he goes, these are all on my Instagram. Trust me, I took them. I can't judge those.
And
No.
Diane wants to know how many photos you can enter, and
You can enter as many as you want.
Are they going to get any feedback from the photographer?
No, wait, hold on. I'd like to say that you can enter as many as you'd like, but we're only going to choose one of your pictures to enter the contest. You can't have multiple positions within the bracket.
I see.
You know what I mean?
I
I think we should bring in our friend.
We will. I just want to say before we bring in Marcela,
Okay.
she can start standing up. I just want to thank Mrs. Donovan's 2nd grade class from Bernie Elementary School,
So cool.
who wrote me 25 letters.
Wow.
Apparently, they get to pick one person. Each kid gets to pick somebody each week that they want to write letters to. And of course, it's a practice in writing letters and that kind of stuff. And hopefully they get letters back. Isabel asked if I could be the one, and they asked for an address. And I'll read Isabel's letter.
Yes.
Dear Sam, a cooking guy, I like your show because my mommy cooks from your shows. I help her cook your recipes. 2nd grade. Well, she's really got to work on her spelling because she got recipes really wrong. P.S. Please read us on air. I did, from Isabel.
There you
How
go.
cute, right? How cute. Thank you, Mrs. Donovan, and your 2nd grade class at Bernie Elementary. That is super cute. But wait, it's time for our guest. It's time for Marcela Valladolid. It's time for a woman with not just a cooking show on the Food Network. It's time not just for a woman with 2 cookbooks. It's time not just for a woman with her own damn tequila. And as of today, her own line of plates and things at Macy's.
Really?
Yeah.
High five.
All right, get her over
That
here.
is so cool.
Get her over here. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a big round of applause for my guest.
Wow.
And I say this with the warmest insides, my friend, Marcela.
Oh, I think I'm going to cry. I've never gotten such a nice introduction in anything I've ever done in my entire life.
Come on. Wait, Bob Tushman of the Food Network didn't say nice things like that about you?
No,
together?
not nearly as nice. Well, I didn't have that many nice things to be said about me.
Oh, God. So, did you guys find that picture?
What picture?
The picture of
oh,
Marcela.
yes. We'll get it up in a second. Just
Okay,
give us
so
a minute.
I met Marcela when we were asked by Ranch and Coast magazine
Yes.
to take pictures.
It was like a holiday issue, no?
Was it?
I think so.
I can't remember what it was.
It was cold weather. I know that, and I think I remember it being a holiday
But so
issue.
you came here. We took pictures in my kitchen.
Yeah, and we got the cover.
We got the cover. The boys will put it up when they
Yep.
find it.
30 seconds.
And I mean, you were not here for a long time, an hour, 45 minutes or something.
No.
But I thought you were super nice.
Thank you.
Here's
After
the
that.
cover right here.
Thank you. There we are. Look it.
There we are. There's your kitchen.
I
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
my thumbs weren't sticking up like that. It
But you
looks
have-
like some weird Canadian gang sign thing I'm doing.
I love how you say the OU.
Huh?
Out. Say
Oh,
it.
yeah. Well, if I try and say it now,
That's not gonna
I go
work.
put it in a sentence.
I'm Mexican, and this is cool for me.
Last week,
Uh-huh.
I went out with my friends
sounds so-
and
it's
had pizza.
Very cool. I like it. Anyway, you had the wonderful idea to put the knives up like that on the board. Remember, for the cover?
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Well, because it's cool, it's interesting, and look at you, coy. Would you call that coy?
That's coy.
That's coy, right?
Boy, I was all nervous about it too. But
I
it
think
came
she
out
looks like
looking-
she wants to kick your ass. Actually, look at her.
All
Not
right.
Totally.
So look, so we take the picture, then you go away,
Uh-huh.
and then I start the live cast, and I reach out to you by email and say, hey, would you like to come on one day and talk to us and stuff? Never do I hear a word from you.
I don't even remember the
Nothing.
email.
Go
I'm
ahead,
so
whatever.
sorry.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Apparently, the Food Network's taught you the right way.
I'm sorry, I don't remember the email. Now I feel bad. You're making me
Then-
blush on the live podcast. But
Then then Tijuana Innovadora comes along.
Yes.
And they say, would you like to come and be fun to have you? And I say yes, and what's going on? And they tell me about you're going to be there and the thing. And I say, I like her, and she ignores me, but maybe we could do something. Now I really get to know you well. and I learned your story that I want you to tell a little bit. We're not going to try and take it forever.
Yeah.
I want you in your head to try and bullet point. There's 6 or 8 main points in your story.
Yes. You made me elaborate on one of them, like the one where my aunt got excluded from the first opportunity we
Did
had.
that not happen?
It totally happened.
Thank you.
I just didn't want to speak about it.
Okay, so you didn't start off to be a chef.
No, I was a student. I was studying architecture at a university in Tijuana. My aunt opened up one of the first cooking schools in Tijuana. My tia Marcela, which we'll meet at some point. She's lovely, amazing, one of the best.
Will she cook for me?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. She does cooking classes in Chula Vista. She's been cooking for a million years. But
even though she didn't make it onto the TV show, she'll still like me.
No, she will.
Okay. Okay.
So she opens up the school. She gives me my first job. I'm working with her. I decide to drop architecture and dedicate my life to cooking.
And that's because the food just like fills you with so much. What?
Honestly, because
satisfaction?
It wasn't even that. She showed me I just didn't think about food that way. You think about food as something. I didn't grow up cooking. I'm not one of those people that followed my mom around in the cooking while she was making mole. Like I remember her cooking, but I wasn't obsessed about it when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I saw my aunt teaching that it became really interesting to me.
So just let me say this. I was explaining to somebody your story the other day. I said, the interesting thing in life is that you have to be open when things happen to you.
Yes.
If you had been so headstrong that the only thing that was ever going to stay with you was going to be architecture, this door might not have opened.
Right. Well, I've always said I don't have the discipline to do anything that I'm not absolutely passionate about. Some people do. Some people are able to maintain a job because they need to pay bills. And some people have that discipline.
Right.
Unfortunately, I would need to find something that I'm passionate about to be able to make my living because I just don't have the discipline to get up and do something that I don't like doing. So architecture was kind of fading, and then I just kind of fell in. It was like a love at first sight sort of deal. When I started with my aunt, I was washing dishes. I wasn't doing anything really exciting. I think her passion for it was contagious, and we are so close. She is my best friend. We go out, we party together, we hang out together. She's more like a cousin. So that was a very big part of the inspiration.
But it almost doesn't matter that you weren't doing exciting stuff. You dug it, and you knew you dug it, right?
What do you mean by you dug it?
You liked it.
Yeah, yes.
You felt it.
I'm Mexican. I don't have that much of an accent, but sometimes the slang, it gets complicated.
You're cute. All right. Okay, so there you are. You're with your aunt. You're learning these things, right?
Yeah.
And now you decide you're going to stick with that. Then what?
I decide I'm going
Bullet points.
Drop architecture. Yes. And then we decide to put together to hire a friend, a videographer, to shoot us cooking. Send it. And my idea was we should send it to the Food Network, this great cooking channel. It wasn't a huge deal back then. We send it. They call us back.
Your goal is simply?
To be a guest.
Got it.
Not even to have a cooking show.
Got it.
Just to be a guest.
Got it.
So they end up calling us back and saying that they would like to have me as a guest. And but they say they don't have a budget for travel. I go and I do my first cooking segment.
At any time in that conversation, did you say, "What about my aunt? She was in it too"? Did you say that? Did those words, "What about my aunt"? I will not come out there unless you consider my aunt as well.
Okay, now you're making me look bad,
no,
man.
I'm only kidding.
At that time, and I was dating a guy.
Yeah.
From William Morris Endeavor, which is the agency that represents me
that.
now.
Ladies and gentlemen, just let me say right now, if you want to get a TV show,
start
date
dating
an
a guy
agent.
from, preferably the head of television.
Of Latin programming.
Anyway, he was in the mailroom, so he wasn't.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, I got so nervous when they called back that I had him call them back. So he had that uncomfortable conversation because I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So he's the one that said, you will not have, it was, honestly, it wasn't an ultimatum. It wasn't like if she doesn't go, then nobody goes.
I understand.
Yeah.
You take an opportunity. I've said that. The door opens, you walk through it.
Yeah. And it wasn't, and like I said, there was no budget for travel. So I flew myself out there and I did the guest segment.
On whose show?
On, it was called In Food Today, David Rosengarten.
I remember him.
Yeah.
He's not been on the network for 8 years?
I don't know.
I feel like it's been a long
while.
time.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been a while.
You just did what did you make?
I made a pastel borracho, which is like a drunken rum cake with an orange glaze. Not that traditionally Mexican, but it was called borracho, and it
sounded
really
good, and you could roll your R's really lovely.
Yes, and I could sound Mexican on national TV.
How'd that go? Good?
And then after that, I dropped everything, moved to LA, went to culinary school. And my first job out of culinary school, I got really lucky. I got a job as a food editor at Bon Appetit magazine.
Wow.
And I stuck with them for 4 years.
Wait, is that luck? Or is that
No, that was
you
sheer.
being good? Or you being on the case? You working to get that job?
That was me sending my resume. I don't even remember who hooked me up with a human
Right.
resources person in New York. I sent them my resume, which was culinary school. That
was it.
But in the interview process, and I think I mentioned this when we were doing the thing, they pulled my file out of, it was literally 60.
Yeah.
And she said, you're not ready for this. You don't have the experience. You don't have the knowledge, but you've got more passion than anyone. You want this more than anybody that I've interviewed yet. And she's like, and then she sent me into the editor-in-chief, which was Bill Gary at the time, who's
Yeah.
since passed away. And he said, we'll give you the job, but we're going to offer you less money than what we initially said we were going to offer. And I stupidly said, I would do this for free. And he's like, you've had the job. So
Wait, for free or for the less money?
I would have done it for free.
You
That's
would have
the
done it, I
thing.
see. But you got money, but
Yeah.
but you take it's an opportunity and a really good one.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, and I tell people, I get kids, not kids, but like young culinary students that come to me and ask me for work. And then there's these guys that start like negotiating for money and tell me I've been working. And I worked for 10 years like at cost just to get my name out there. So I get really irritated with people that have a sense of entitlement. Like I can't deal with
My
that sort
first
of
year in
deal.
television, I made no dollars.
That's what you
no
need to
dollars,
do.
but I needed them more than they needed me.
Totally.
Okay, good. So you're at Bon Appetit.
Yeah.
You're working. You're doing whatever.
I'm at Bon Appetit, and then at Bon Appetit, I was surrounded. The food department was 4 women that had all been at the magazine for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And then there was me. So unless somebody literally passed away,
Bunch of old crows and young Marcella.
they were like walking food lovers encyclopedias, and then there was me,
Right.
19-year-old. No, I was actually, I was 19, and when we would test recipes, one of the ladies had to go with me because I couldn't buy the wine for like the sauces and stuff.
Wow,
That's
awesome.
cute, huh?
Yeah. So I was with
That's
like
cute.
all of the older ladies from Bon Appetit magazine, and there was me.
Yeah.
But I realized after 4 years, it's very cyclical. You start repeating the recipes and styles kind of all over again. Like every September is, every January is kind of healthy. Every
Right,
September,
right.
October, Thanksgiving, November. So it gets very, very repetitive. So I decided that I wanted to leave, and the only thing that I was really afraid of was pastry. So I decided to move to Paris and study pastries at the Ritz-Escoffier cooking school.
Shut the hell up.
This is true. I could not. I didn't grow up eating sweets. I was afraid of baking.
And you felt like that was missing? Like
it was
you
the
weren't
only
gonna
thing
be
that I was afraid of.
Wow. Face your fears,
Wow,
girl.
you are brave.
Well,
ballsy, right?
It was the only thing that I was literally scared very much about.
Yes,
You can
headphones on,
swear if
say
you
it.
need to.
Yes, headphones on.
I can say shitless.
Yes, scared shitless.
Wait, Fao is here.
No, but he's got stuff on his ears.
Right.
Got the headphones on.
And chips.
I was scared, and I remember the food editor at the time, Christine Kidd. She said, "Listen, you're never going to be like a complete. Like you need to round it all out. You
Oh,
need to at
God,
least
I have
know
so much
about
work to do.
pastries." Oh no, you're doing fine.
God.
You're doing just fine. So I went, studied pastries, and then they held my spot at Bon Appetit, which was amazing.
Yeah, for how long?
Just a summer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just a summer.
So you come back?
I come back, and I can't deal, and I moved back to Tijuana to open up like my own cooking school sort of
Right.
situation. And I got married, and he happened.
He happened.
He happened in that
He's
time.
super cute.
and
Isn't
he
he
is
amazing?
super
Oh, he's
cute.
adorable.
When you're reading all my wonderful accomplishments, I was like, he needs to say I also made that.
You did
Yeah.
make that.
Thank you.
You did make that.
But I went home
Yeah.
and opened up my own little sort of cooking school.
Yeah.
And then I was
What was it
sitting.
called?
Didn't really have a name.
Okay.
It was mostly housewives from Tijuana that were about to get married and had no idea how to make rice.
Got it. Oh,
You
that's
can't-
good.
You can't get married in Mexico and not know how to cook. Like,
I
it
got
doesn't
you.
work that way. And then I was sitting on the couch with this one, feeding
Yeah.
this one when he was very young. He was around 8 months old. And a commercial came up for The Apprentice, Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
And I've always loved her. Not anymore, but I was really obsessed with her in her career. Like I had all of her magazines,
Yeah,
all the whole collection. And they were casting for The Apprentice, and I went on the audition, and I got the show, and everything just kind of started from there.
Wow.
Yeah. So she.
Are you, when you get that final call back that says you're on, do you just like pee yourself like crazy?
I was in denial. Like the process is very intense. You go through like 16 interviews, and then they lock you up someplace with Mark Burnett. Like it's really intense.
Wait a sec. the process leading up to you being
To
chosen.
you being chosen out of
Do you meet Martha in that process?
Mark Burnett.
Only Mark Burnett.
Yes. Only Mark Burnett. And I was married at the time.
Right.
And I didn't really tell my husband that I was even that I went to get cast because I never thought it was
Really?
going to happen. And then my phone rings at midnight and we're in bed and he's like, "Who's calling you at midnight?" I'm like, "I don't know who's calling me at midnight." And I pick up the phone.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You're on the show." So I had to tell my husband that I was going to go on The Apprentice Martha Stewart at midnight that night, like in bed. I was like, "Listen." So
Wow.
Might that have something to do with the fact that he's not your husband anymore?
well, we're kind of sort of back together.
Oh, you
so-
are.
Wow.
That's cute. So what?
Stories
Really?
get better and
So from
better.
that phone call at midnight, when do you have to be someplace?
Very quickly,
Like weeks?
like a couple weeks.
Packed up in New York.
And this is the deal about doing those shows.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I'm supposed to give away. I signed this confident. Who cares?
It's over. What are they going to do?
But you go away for a couple months.
Right.
And
And how old is Fao?
I left 3 days after his first birthday. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Wow. Really hard.
Right.
You leave for X amount of time. I already
Yep.
told you how long. But anyway, even if you get kicked off like the first week,
You can't leave.
you stay there the duration of the shoot.
Because
Right?
if you come home,
People know that you-
people know that you got kicked off.
Exactly.
I
So-
assume that happened.
So I'm shooting and I'm literally crying like on the floor and I'm telling the producers, "I'm done. I want to go home. I want to see my son." Like, I don't give a shit.
You
I don't
big
want
baby.
the job. I want to go home. I just wanted to go home. Like
Yeah.
it hit me like a few weeks in, like this is going to cause permanent damage, like therapy
Right,
when he's a
right.
teenager. And the producer sat me down. He's like, "Here's the deal. If you're not going home. So you've got two options. Like you fight it out,
Suck it up,
suck it up,
girly.
girly. You're doing really well. And time passes by much faster here during the production than in the other place where the castaways, like,
Yeah. Oh, that's probably very true. At least you're doing something.
well,
You have responsibilities. You have the competition you have to be on.
exactly. The other option was being at a place where everybody's held and you can't walk out to the sidewalk without a chaperone.
Oh, shit. Of course.
So there was this guy there that was there for 2 months because he
Oh.
was kicked off the first week.
First guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, okay, I'd rather do this and not sleep and work and let the time pass than be over there.
Let me ask you this question. So we see the weekly competitions, but are they happening every day or every 2 days? I mean, the shooting schedule is compressed.
Yeah.
So how, like when you go to when Martha comes out in the big TV and she goes, "All right, everybody, today you have to make aprons and sell them on the streets," and then somebody gets booted off,
It's like
and the next one,
It's every 3 days.
There's
That's
another
kinda how
one.
it moves. Yeah.
yeah,
Every 3 days or
Huh.
so. Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
see the monitor?
Yeah. What are we looking
yeah.
at?
Look at there you are.
Oh, where did this come
That's out of a video from YouTube.
You know what? I had video to play of
Look
this,
how
but Lynn
young
told me I
and-
couldn't.
And like I had a good night's rest. I look.
You're right. And you don't look young now.
Right.
I was up all night with this one last night.
You still look so young.
No, I got circles.
I don't
now.
even want
That's
to
what
ask how old you are.
She's 19,
I
25.
had him when I was 7.
Okay.
All right.
Basically.
So you do
that's
Martha
right.
Stewart Apprentice.
Yes.
You make it to number 4.
Yes,
You get booted.
I did.
You live in exile with the other people
For only 3 days.
for 3 days.
Yeah.
Then you come home. And then it doesn't air for a while, and they swear you to secrecy.
Yeah.
You can't say anything, right?
Yeah.
Then what happens in your life?
And then what happens in my life? I signed with William Morris,
Yes.
which is really difficult because they didn't sign reality contestants back then.
right.
Like now, all you want to be is the reality
reality
contestants because they're the ones that make the money and get the shows.
Right.
But back then, it was like if she comes from a reality show, we're not taking her. But the fact that I cooked, William Morris signed me. But they signed me not because I did The Apprentice, but because I established a good relationship with the folks at MSLO, and they had me back on her show cooking as a guest.
Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia
Yes.
for people that aren't in the know.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I
You're
went
welcome.
back and cooked on her show a couple times, completely independent of The Apprentice. So when
How was she? Look, I'm a huge Martha Stewart fan.
Yeah.
Huge.
and I said this to you the other day, if she was a guy, nobody would have any issues
No,
with
of
her
course
attitude.
not. Of course not.
I mean, they wouldn't. She is really determined, headstrong, incredibly creative. I mean, and I'll tell you what most people know. It's really lonely at the top, and you do get that
Right.
sense when you're around her.
Yeah.
I think because she's literally surrounded by very few people, and it doesn't look like they're the best relationships ever. But I don't know her that well to know if that's factual or not.
Right.
But I think she's amazing.
Yeah, I think she's amazing too. Let me do two things. One, hey boys, I think my IFB pack just died.
Okay.
Like it needs a battery. Two, the picture that I put on my Facebook of you, not today, but 2 days ago. Can you guys pull that up?
Yep.
You can go without my battery for a minute. Let's do this.
That was a good
That
day.
picture. It's a great picture, right?
Thank you.
Do you know where that picture came from?
Do I know where that picture came
Yeah,
from?
do you know that picture?
Where
came
you
from?
pulled it from? Or
Yeah. Do you know where I pulled it from? I mean, you know, you took
probably
that
my
picture, so-
Facebook.
No. Hey, Lynn,
Yep.
that one wiki site. We've all heard of Wikipedia, right?
Yeah.
Tell me what you put it up when you get it.
I'm scared.
Un momento. You ever heard of look Wiki Feet?
What?
No.
Wiki Feet.
No.
It's dedicated to barefoot
Oh my God.
personalities.
Apparently, I'm barefoot in a lot of.
You're
my
barefoot in a
photos.
lot. You can scroll down. There's more. There's not just those 5.
This is not
Sam,
right.
you must be in there.
By the
Oh
way,
my.
look at they're all barefoot, right?
My goodness.
By
There's
the way-
Vivi, by the way.
By the way, if you scroll up again, what you'll notice, they don't listen to me. Scroll up.
I think
Can you scroll up? There you go. Look at 83 people have given you 4.5 stars or better.
Well, why don't I get the other half star? What's
I
wrong
don't
with
know.
my feet?
Apparently, maybe your nails weren't cut in one of them. I have no idea. I'm not one that goes to this, but while I was looking for stuff about you, I was surprised.
If I
Are you
Google-
honored a little bit?
Yeah,
Are you creeped out a little
a
bit?
little more creeped out than honored.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. So if I Google myself, that comes. I need to post that.
You need to post that.
totally.
I can send you
creeped
the
out.
link. wikifeet.com/Marcela Valladolid.
Yes, we need to post this.
Well, you need to post it. I don't know if I need to post it.
Baby, remind me we're gonna post this.
No batteries. All right. I'm just going to go without my thing for now. All right. So here, we got to get in the kitchen and make this.
Yes. It's really easy.
Give me 1 second just to do a little business. Let me just say that if you're anywhere in your home and you're looking at your kitchen and you're looking at your bathroom and you're wondering if anything is good or it sucks and you need to make changes, fixturesliving.com would be the place that you would want to go online to check out amazing stuff. And if you want to go in person, you can go to Fixtures Living in San Diego. You can go to Fixtures Living in Costa Mesa and Fixtures Living in Rancho Mirage outside of Palm Springs. Look at how amazing the stuff is. It's unfreaking believable. Have you been in there?
No, but
You
it's
got to go. I'll
beautiful.
take you someday.
Very beautiful.
I won't buy you anything, but I'll just take you.
Where is it?
It's here in San Diego off of Miramar Road on Doughty.
It's
A
beautiful.
couple blocks just past the pyramid going east off Miramar Road and then down a couple blocks.
Very
It's
cool.
great.
Thank
Anyway.
you for having my tequila, by the way.
Oh, yes. We were drinking your tequila. We'll take it in the kitchen. And by the way, here's this
I
here's
need
this
to start wearing
barefoot
shoes,
picture.
man. I need to start wearing shoes.
No, I don't know. You got a lot of barefoot fans out there.
There's already a barefoot Contessa on the Food Network, so that's
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
I don't want to see her feet.
I was just gonna say
I
that.
am not kidding. I do
you
not
win that.
want to see
No contest.
frickin' Ina Garten's feet because you know what they're going to be like. They're
I
gonna
can be like La Contessa sin zapatos in Spanish.
See, you ready to go cook?
Yes.
Okay, you can take
What
your headphones
happens with
off.
this?
Just
Okay.
take your headphones off.
Okay.
We're gonna go in here. Let me ask you this while we're doing this.
Okay.
Where can people buy your tequila?
Not yet.
Oh, please.
Well, we have. It's all with the distributors
Hacienda de la
someplace.
Flor.
Yes.
What's that mean?
The House of the Flowers.
House of the Flowers.
Yeah.
And look at there you are. You're
That's
just.
me. It's like in Disneyland when they do
It
your
is
profile.
the silhouette thing.
Yes, that's me.
Cute.
We did that in Disneyland. No, we didn't. We had a graphic artist put it together.
All right. So what are you making?
Totally cheated. Had some stuff purchased from the supermarket because who has time to like make meringue?
I don't know. I don't. I mean, it's not hard. It's just egg whites and sugar.
Yeah. But
right,
if you do it the right, like if you do like an Italian meringue where you bring
Right.
the syrup to temperature so that it stays nice and hard and beautiful and shiny, like it can be a pain. And
Right.
I had carpool today at 6:30 in the morning, and then I had to pick him up from school, and then
Don't make excuses.
no. It's all about
Mexican
the
made
excuses.
easy.
No, it's Mexican. Yeah, it is made
That's
easy.
the name of the show, Mexican Made Easy.
Okay.
Which, by the way, she used every electronic piece of cooking equipment that I had when she got in here. I need a blender, I need a processor, I need a mixer, I need this, I need this, I need this.
You're so nice to your guests. It's crazy.
Okay, let's go.
I saw him on the Today Show, and when I was driving, you telling folks to not speak. So I was like, I just should not show it.
Okay, go. Take us through this.
Okay, really
So-
easy. So I'm making a really simple trifle. I always get confused with that word. And I shouldn't, because it's a really easy word. But anyway, we're creating layers of flavor.
Yeah.
And what I did, I pre-did this in your oven. See, smell it.
Oh.
Do you know galletas Maria?
No.
Those round, really traditional Mexican. It's like a Mexican tea biscuit.
Yeah.
But you use it a lot for baking. It's like making almost like a cheesecake crust. So we're gonna crumble
It
that.
is. It's like graham cracker.
Try it. And we use brown sugar, but the original recipe calls for piloncillo, but I had carpool and I couldn't find the piloncillo.
Oh, for what?
Piloncillo. Raw sugar. Those cones of,
Piloncillo. Oh.
yeah. You can find them at your regular supermarket these days.
The granulated raw sugar.
Yeah, no, the one that comes in a cone. Piloncillo is the one that comes in a cone. Mexican.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I'm gonna send you some. Maybe
Okay,
they can
it's
find
okay.
it and show a picture
We'll
online. But
find
anyway,
it. Okay.
ground that all together. Press it out like you would a cheesecake crust.
Yep.
Pop it 350 in the oven until it hardens, and that becomes one of your layers.
Okay.
We're creating 3 layers.
Okay.
The other layer that we're creating, did this come up?
See.
Okay, cream cheese. And this is a take on my mom. This is a filling that my
I'll
mom
go this
used
way
to
for you.
do for our strawberry, for her strawberry pie.
Okay.
Sugar,
Yeah.
sour cream.
Cream cheese, sour cream. Sour cream. Yeah.
And then this, I made a mess. And then this, which is right here, guavas or guayabas in Spanish. If they're not in season, my tree wasn't ready. So
Yeah.
what we did, we purchased the can that comes in
Canned guava.
in syrup. They were whole.
Oh, these were whole?
That's why I wanted your blender,
Oh,
but
that's
you got
what
all
you did with
crazy
the
about the blender. Yeah.
Sorry, I wondered how this came out of that can. By the way,
Is the
the
can?
smell of this is unbelievable. Yeah,
Well,
I'll
that's
show
what.
you.
That's what. Yeah,
I'll
that's
show-
what
hold
it
on.
smells like.
It's
And
right
then
here.
I'll pop while you get the can. I'll throw this in there.
Oh, I see. Whole guavas.
Whole guavas, but they come. They've got the seeds and everything, so you have to blend them, and then you have to press them through a sieve. I almost killed your dog. And then press them. No, it's not okay.
No,
That would
no, I
not
meant
go
something
over
that nothing
very
happened.
well.
Okay. So you have to strain them because otherwise you get the seeds. And this
gotcha.
needs to be really soft. So puree that. Mix that up on high.
Oh, I'm gonna get there. You know, every
'Cause
hitter
it
exactly.
yeah.
You gotta.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm not on the Food Network.
but
I
you
know
know,
how
you
to
actually
use it.
know what you're doing.
I know how to use a frickin' mixer.
Okay. Okay, and then this is very from scratch. It needs to be a lot smoother.
Oh, hey. God. Okay, I'm getting there.
Okay, and then once it gets nice and smooth, okay, it's getting there. We're gonna kind of cheat and add
Another cheat.
and this is gonna make it really fluffy
Cheating
and a little
Mexican
bit
made easy.
cheating Mexican made easy. This was my mom's secret. So she was an excellent cook. Like she made
Yeah.
traditional mole, enchiladas, the whole deal. But then she had her little secrets. And this one is perfect when you're making a cream cheese filling. This is Dream Whip, the powder.
Yeah.
And then you just add it. I'm keeping it.
It's all you.
Move the cameras away.
It's all you, miss.
Okay, and then just let it. Oh, I almost killed your dog again.
They don't need to be here. You guys don't have to be here. Come on. Go over here.
Here they come.
Haley, just go.
Come on.
No, go out.
Okay, that's looking a little bit softer. May I see how it's going?
That's what she said.
I was waiting for that.
Can you please taste that?
Yes, I can. Please taste it.
Isn't it so good with the guavas?
Oh, so good.
But see, I heard you. The sugar's not dissolved yet. See, you're chewing on the sugar.
Yeah.
It needs to spin a little more. Okay, so really simple.
Wow, that's delicious.
Isn't it good?
And you know,
This
I,
weighs more than I.
you know, I don't like desserts.
No?
That is really good.
Isn't it yummy? Okay, and if you would like it to be a little sweeter, which I don't,
No.
I
I like a little bit of the little sour from the guavas, yeah?
Yeah, they're a little sour. And if you want it to be a little bit softer, which I don't, because you create nice layers, you can you save the syrup and add it in case you need. I always save it for whatever.
We good
Or
here?
actually, if you shake that with that makes an excellent margarita.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah, we're done with that one. And then, okay, purchased meringues, because like I said, who has time to make meringue? Where are the knives at? Right here. Look how fancy this is. It's really pretty. So just a kind of a coarse chop.
Hey, what's that board? You guys all on the Food Network, you all have the same, is it a booze block?
I had a slate board. I was.
Did you?
Yeah, because I had a surface like this one that was wood, so they wanted
Yeah.
something to contrast in texture and kind
I
of
see.
color. But I hated my slate board because it made so much noise,
Yeah.
and it dulls the knife.
And you shoot here in San Diego in La Jolla?
I did the first 4 seasons in Point Loma, and the last season we did in Rancho Santa Fe.
Rancho Santa Fe.
Yes. So anyway, adding meringue,
They
a little
won't let
more
me into
sugar.
Rancho Santa Fe.
These are some big houses. Really pretty. But you have a beautiful house. What are you talking about? Okay, so, and then that's it. You just create layers of flavor.
All right, go for it.
Okay, hold on. Then you take some
I
of
like
this
this. It's
stuff.
pretty good. I'm gonna dig this.
You're gonna dig
Oh
this.
man, that looks
It's
so good.
easy, so
are
yummy.
you cutting this or are you just busting it?
Just kind of doing this.
Okay.
No cutting, not necessary. Smells so good. It would have smelled even better if we would have used the piloncillo, but we didn't. But it's fine.
You know, we have talked and, we can't, I got a clip I want to play. We can't do it yet.
May I
You can
borrow
go
a
in there in a second and play it.
What? What are we talking about?
We have made fun of some Food Network personalities before.
I saw your Halloween costumes. You look great.
Well, we've yes. So that's just me wearing stuff, and you're not going to be able to hear this because you don't have your headphones on. You should actually go to those headphones for a second.
Should I? And then I'll
so
come
we
back
make
and
fun of
assemble?
Giada for her.
Should I not be a part of this?
No. Just put your headphones on. We make fun of Giada for her, like saying, well, I walked down the street the other day and I went into a store because I had to buy some mascarpone.
Yeah.
Right? Do you do anything like that?
Kinda, because
Well-
I'll be like, oh, and I went to the store and I got some cilantro.
Cilantro. I found a homemade
So what are we
clip.
doing right now?
I found a homemade clip online. Listen and watch.
To kick things off, I'll be making
No
the
sound.
easiest ever game-winning guac with freshly baked tortilla chips.
Oh, those are perfect.
It's a Mexican touch, of course. So let's start off with the homemade tortilla chips.
All I need is some purchased tortillas that we have right here, because tortillas can actually be very healthy for
I've
you.
seen this.
Sometimes people think tortillas aren't really that healthy, but if you look in the ingredient
Wait
list,
for it.
all you need for a good tortilla is salt.
But some
corn-
people don't know why tortilla chips, because there's plenty of oil in your tortilla chip, so that you don't end up with a chewy tortilla chip.
I like that the.
I had seen this. I knew that it was out
I
there.
like that the lady goes. Wait for it.
Wait for it. But you know what's great about that is somebody put that together after I'd only aired like 2 episodes, and I was like, "Wow, I'm important!
Wow.
Somebody's making fun of me already."
Yeah, I think you gotta like that. You
Cool.
gotta like
yeah,
that.
I was more excited than anything.
Okay, we're just making one. We're gonna make 2, and you're gonna have some with me.
No, you can eat this one.
You're not eating it.
I eat them all. Well, we'll make one pretty one, and then I'll make another one for me.
Okay, well, you need to make a pretty one for Lynn to take pictures of. So.
Okay. Well, they're all gonna be pretty. I think the other one is gonna be a little more
What?
see-through, because this glass is a little more complicated.
That's okay. Oh, this little guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it?
And that's it, man. You said easy. See, and I used 40 pieces of equipment to make this thing.
And a little bit on top just to end it.
Hold on, and then we'll do, hold on.
No tortillas.
No tortilla, there's no tortilla chip in this trifle.
No cilantro.
No hay tortilla chip en el trifle.
All right, so while I'm tasting this,
Yes.
just finish the story, right?
Which one?
So where were we? We were, you you hadn't gotten a Food Network show yet. You got
No.
Apprentice.
I
and then
tested for them.
Finish Apprentice. And
You
then
thought
what?
this was going to take longer, huh? With all the equipment that I asked for.
It's an ass load of ingredients.
Yes. Make sure to get this stuff. That's the important stuff.
I got that stuff.
Okay. I tested for the Food Network twice in 10 years. So from when I got that guest invite when I was 19 to when I actually got the show, 12 years passed. So for 12 years, I was like stalking them nonstop, like sending footage and.
And is it true
Yes.
that on 2 occasions you were trying out for shows,
Yes.
and one you lost out to Ingrid Hoffman?
Yes.
It doesn't even sound like she's Mexican at all.
Well, but she's not.
What did she
Well, she
get?
never said she was Mexican.
No,
Her
but
show-
they were trying to build their Latino portfolio, right?
Right. Right.
So thank you. How does Ingrid Hoffman work? Doesn't matter. And then Daisy Fuentes.
Yes.
See how nicely I say that with your accent?
That was very.
Were you
great.
pissed?
No,
You weren't pissed.
I wasn't. I really see.
You
Here's the
try
thing.
out. You're right there,
But
and
here's
your
the
William
thing.
Morris mailroom guy calls up and
Again?
goes, "Hi, sorry,
I was checking for the.
Ingrid Hoffman got it."
I was scared shitless. I wasn't ready, and I sincerely believe that everything happens for a reason. And in my head, in my naive little head, I was like, third time's gonna be the charm. So
That's
I
what
knew
I
there
wanted
was
to hear you say.
there was I knew there was a second one coming. I knew there was gonna be a second one. I got that show when I was ready for that show, and I wasn't completely ready, by the way, because I
Right.
was really scared shooting it. But if I would have gotten it that first time, I would not have gotten through season 1 because I was not ready for it. See, here's what happened. I didn't get that first show. I didn't get the show that first time I did the screen test.
This is really good. I
Oh,
don't like
good.
dessert.
Oh, there you go.
It's the guavas.
Um,
Guayabas.
I didn't get the show on the Food Network, but I got a book deal. God knows why, because I had nothing going on. Fresh Mexico. I published Fresh Mexico. I got a show on Discovery in Espanol because of the book, and I got a deal with Unilever. So that whole year, I was able to train myself in
Growth
television.
year, right? You're getting better. You're practicing.
And honestly, I had a really small audience, so I was able to mess up.
Yeah, and nobody.
It was
could
like
see
my boot camp, and nobody saw it. So that was my that's what prepared me for the Food Network. So when I got that show was when I needed to get that show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
I wanted to show though. Can we? Hey Max, can we show? Can we just flash the Macy's thing? Because you got to be like, you got to
That
be
is
excited about that.
really
Who has
cool.
their own line?
I know. I'm
I don't know
really
anybody
excited.
that personally that has their own line of stuff.
I'm very excited. And that was one of those things that happened through a mutual friend of a friend of a friend. We were sitting, we were having lunch. Look, there is Masta.
And what's
And
the call?
Fausto's like, where? We were sitting a year ago. I was having lunch with a friend in La Jolla who works at the design company that I'm working with now. And she said, listen, I talked to my boss about you. She's like, have you ever thought about doing a tabletop? And I'm like, well, who hasn't? Like, of course. And you've never thought about it?
No.
It would be.
Please.
Well, I had. And then it progressed to
Like today.
today.
Today's the day.
Today's the
Did you go
day.
buy? Did you go stand around
I
and look and see if people
Do you
were
want
talking?
to know the truth?
Yeah. what'd you
Well, no, it's only online. It's not in the actual
Okay.
store. It's only Macy's.com.
Tell me the truth.
I bought 2 sets of everything.
I
did
love
not.
it. That is
That is so cute. I
cool.
love that. I love that about you.
Well, I mean, I want to give them away. Oh, by the way, you were talking about that competition that you were doing with the recipes.
Yeah.
I did that. I think maybe a month ago and gave away a couple cookbooks. Somebody actually sent a picture they took of a picture of my cookbook and entered it into the competition. So yeah, make them put the Sam
Of course.
thing
Yeah.
on it. 'Cause-
We're smart. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Did anyone say anything when you bought your own sets?
No, because you bought them online.
Online.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing that impresses me most about you. What you have gotten, where you've gotten to, is because of your determination. It's very Martha Stewart-like, you know that? I said that in Tijuana on stage. Martha Stewart is successful because of Martha Stewart, not because somebody gave her anything, not because she married into any relationship that was going to help her. She knew what she wanted, she went after it. You had an idea in the beginning to have somebody come film you and send a tape in just to be a guest on a show. If you hadn't done that, if you hadn't pushed, and then I read, when it wasn't going exactly the way you wanted, you took some money that you had.
That my mom left me when she passed away.
Your mom passes away, she leaves you some money, you use that to hire some big fancy PR people.
push the book.
To push the book.
Yeah.
That got you on the Today Show.
Yes.
And that got you seen by the Food Network.
Yes.
It's a really interesting story.
Thank
You're only yourself to thank for all of it.
Oh, thank you. I
And
appreciate
I
it.
try and
Thank
say
you.
this to people. If you want something, you're the one that has to affect the change in your life. You can't sit in your cubicle at work and say, I'm an amazing singer, and hope that somebody comes by your cubicle
Right.
and sees you singing. You
Right.
have to get out there and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things where, people are like, go with the flow and it'll happen when it needs to happen, but you need to do the work.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's going to do it for you.
I put on my Facebook today, you're going to be here, said you're going to really like her, and I can't believe I'm saying that about a Food Network personality. I really like you. I don't have an idea for a show for you and me. I have a name for a show for you and me. The Gringo and the Girl.
Let's do it.
Sounds like something, doesn't it?
If we
I don't
do,
know what the show could be,
oh,
but
see, here's the deal. My exclusivity only covers like English, so if we could get you to speak Spanish, we could do it.
oh,
That's going to be really hard, let me tell you.
here's all I can say.
He's still battling American.
Samuel el super
Well,
cocinero.
that's Super Cocinero. That's all I got. All right. You're a doll. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you finally came after ignoring all the emails and everything. Thank you for being here. Make this. She'll give us the recipe for
Yes,
this.
we'll send it to you.
We'll publish it. And Wednesday night is Halloween. We'll be here Halloween.
What are you
giving
dressing
out-
up as?
I'm working on it.
Is it a secret?
I might just go as a flight guy from the...
Your
Marines
Rachel
with a
costume
jacket.
was
No,
super
I'm
scary.
going to help you,
I'm
Sam.
a horrible looking woman, please.
Sorry to interrupt your outro.
Thank you for being here. We'll see you Wednesday night. Tell your friends. Check us out on Roku, Stitcher Audio, and iTunes. We're all over the place. Thanks for hanging out with us, and thank you to Marcel.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Ciao.